Hello everyone, welcome to the Sweet Source Canada YouTube channel. My name is Tristan and today we're changing the engine oil and filter on this 2000 SAAB 9-3 Viggen. The first thing I like to do is go ahead and open this, which is the filler and also the dipstick. I've always liked these about these engines. Having it combined like this is just very smart. Then we're going to go ahead and drain the oil down below. Alright, so make sure you have a drain pan that can hold about 4 liters of oil, and then go ahead and grab a 13mm wrench or socket on ratchet, and go ahead and undo the 13mm drain plug right here. Carefully remove this plug, and hopefully you don't make a big mess. So make sure you place the pan properly, and make sure it can hold at least 4 liters of oil comfortably. Just like so. That was actually quite clean. Make sure that the washer comes out with the bolt as well. If not, just use a screwdriver and you can pick it off the oil pan here. Alright, so I've got the drain bolt all cleaned up, and as you can see, this is the old washer, flattened, no longer going to provide a good seal. This is a new one. As you can see, one flat edge, one rounded edge. The rounded edge will go towards the oil pan, and this will help seal it with any imperfections in the pan itself, and that's what's going to create a good seal. So 4 liters of oil drains really quickly when you open that that dipstick cover out, because it just allows vacuum and air to go in there and force all that oil out. So now that it's pretty much coming to a little drip, we're going to wipe up the mess we made, and we're going to go ahead and reinstall our drain bolt with a new crush washer. This should thread in really smoothly. Make sure the washer is centered on there. The bolt has a little ring to kind of center the washer itself. Once that's on there, you can go ahead and tighten it down with your wrench or ratchet. And tightening torque for this, I believe, is 25 Newton meters. So just snug it up, doesn't need to be too tight. And that's gonna be all. Once you see the washer start to compress, you're good to go. Next step is to remove the engine oil filter, which is located right here, right in front of the oil pan, and it's really a convenient location. So the first thing you want to do is make sure your pan is in the right area. Grab a filter wrench, or you could do it by hand too. I don't tighten these very much. Maybe I'll be able to take it out by hand. Oof, I don't know. Ooh, it feels like it's about to budge, but I'm gonna go ahead with the wrench. It's gonna make my life a lot easier. Once you start loosening this, that seal with all the heat cycles, does create a good bond, a good seal with the oil filter adapter where it connects to. Now you can see that oil's gonna start dripping. You can let it drip out if you'd like, and that's just gonna make the filter a little bit easier to remove because you're draining some of that oil out of there. You'd be surprised, these filters can hold about 300 to 500 milliliters of oil in it, so they can be pretty heavy. So let's go ahead and remove it the rest of the way out. Oh, and I caught it there. But yeah, you got to be careful. These things can be pretty heavy, especially if they're in an awkward area. So luckily this one isn't. It's in a good area. Let all the oil drain here. Then we're going to go ahead and clean up our mess and install our new one. Now to prep the new oil filter, I've got an OEM SAAB filter here. I'm going to go ahead and shake up my oil container. You see some oil on the cap. You can use this on your finger just to lubricate this O-ring. Reason for this, so the O-ring doesn't pinch and create a leak. You'll know very quickly if the seal is leaking. It dumps all your oil out in a matter of minutes. So once that's done, that's gonna be ready to go into the car. After a few minutes, you might see it dripping like this. This is an okay time to put the filter back on. So let's go ahead and clean up the surface, which is already quite clean. Go ahead and grab your new filter. We're using a genuine SAAB one here. And go ahead and thread this on. It should also go on very smooth. If it's not, there's a little issue. So once you feel it bottom out, you can go ahead and grab a rag to give you a bit more grip and tighten it about a half to a full turn. Just by hand. Just like so. You really don't want to tighten these with a tool. The filters can get really stuck on there if you tighten them with a tool. By hand, you might think it's too loose, but don't worry about it. The seal, once, like I said, with heat cycles, it'll kind of stick on there. This will be just fine like that. Also, hot take, if you guys pre-fill, go ahead and pre-fill if you'd like. I personally don't. A lot of manufacturers actually don't recommend you pre-fill. SAAB say nothing about pre-filling an oil filter. It's actually a risky way to do an oil change, in my opinion, because you could introduce contaminants into the filter. Let's say on the bottle it's a bit dirty, or if the filter has a little bit of dust on it or something, that can be introduced into it. So I always just inspect my filter. If everything looks good to go, I go ahead and install it like this without any oil. The oil pump will fill this in a matter of a second or two, so it's really no harm. All right, so go ahead and remove your dipstick, clean it off. Now we're gonna add our engine oil. So grab your oil of choice. I think anything synthetic from the modern day, that's a 530, 540, 1030 or 1040, that's a full synthetic, like I said, was perfectly fine for these engines. They're not too picky on oil as long as it's synthetic, and it's the weights I just said. I go by the book, and there's really no guesswork involved. The manual tells you exactly what to put in these cars. So I'm running some manual over here. I've got right around 4 liters in here, so I'm gonna dump about 3.5, then we're gonna check our level. Make sure you clean up any of your mess here. Then you go ahead and check the level. And as you can see here, it's pretty much full. So let's go ahead and start the car, get off the ramps. Now you can see here that the oil is low. We're going to go ahead and add the remaining oil we have. And now you see our level is just about a halfway, which is sufficient. Don't forget that the oil filter has about half a liter in it. And there's also, you just ran the engine, so there's also maybe about 200 to 300 milliliters of oil that circulating that can drain back into the pan. So to me, this is the right level. I'll probably let the car sit overnight. That's what I usually do. And I usually check the oil again in the morning before a cold start. So that's pretty much it, guys, as far as oil changes go on these cars. When you do go ahead and check your oil, maybe run the car again and check underneath for any leaks. Leaks should appear within 10 to 20 seconds. So just check. If you see anything, you're good to go. And don't forget to always recycle your used oil. Super important. Not only for the environment, but also because they recycle this and they use it for other things. So it's just good practice to do this. Don't dump it into the street. That's really bad. So go ahead, recycle this properly, put it into a tub, go to your local auto shop or parts store or Canadian Tire or something, and go ahead and drop this off. Or in the US, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, whatever, will all take used oil. Anyways, everyone, thanks so much for watching. Hope this helped you guys out. Please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.